Hey everybody, Farmer Teddy here for another folk school garden video. Today I want to talk a little bit about weed management or cultivation. So in my hands here I've got two different types of hoes. This one here we call a Stirrup Hoe. They come in all different sizes. And this right here is a swan neck hoe. Now there are several other hoes, but these are the two that I find myself using the most. So the best time to do your weeding, if you're using hoes, is when it's relatively dry out and you know it's not going to rain for a little while. And it's also best to get the weeds when they're really young, so basically as small as possible. And I try to keep everything hoed basically every 2 weeks here, but it depends on what the weed pressure is in a particular section. Now we're over here with this carrot bed here. A lot of people ask me about fall carrots, and there are a few different tricks to it. I'm certainly no expert, but you can see I've got the bed built up pretty high here, and I seed it really thick. So I'm gonna have to thin out a lot of these carrots, basically one every inch. But the other trick to it is really keeping it well cultivated. So I'm gonna get in here first with the Stirrup Hoe, and you can see how that looks. So obviously I want to get between my rows here. I've got 4 rows. So working back and forth like this, you can see I'm uprooting all these tiny weeds in between the rows. Okay. And then as the sun comes out, it'll dry those up and they should die off. Now this also works to sort of loosen up the soil, break it up and stop it from getting crusty, which is good for water retention. So you can see I also space these rows in a way that lets me get in here with certain size tools. So kind of like that. And then for the swan neck hoe, you'll hold it more like a broom. So thumbs up like that, and you keep the blade perpendicular or parallel to the soil. And it will work the soil a little bit less, a little bit more lightly than the Stirrup Hoe does. So you go through like that, and you're basically just cutting off the little weeds' heads, and they should die off pretty well. So that's how we keep it cultivated here on the farm, and have everything growing well and staying as weed-free as we can manage. So hope you enjoyed the video, and come back and see us soon.